In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to test an email to FA scenario using UIlicious. UIlicious is an online tool for automating tests for your website across browsers. In this tutorial, we will be using the UberEats website, which you can see over here. There is a 4-digit code that we need to send in order to proceed and log in. So how do we get to this page over here? Let's have a look at uber.com. And if we click on sign in over here, we'll see that we can enter our email address as go for some juicy chicken at inboxkitten.com. Click on continue. And we'll arrive at this page with the email to FA. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start by going to snippet.uilicious.com, and we'll start by going to the UberEats site. I'll go to UberEats.com, and we want to click on the sign in button to use we get to the sign in page, and then we want to fill in our email address that we want to log in with. Let's go for some popcorn chicken at inboxkitten.com, and we'll click on continue to submit. Okay, so let's run that and see what we get. Alright, so we get to this page where a 4-digit code should be sent to our mail at popcornchicken@inboxkitten.com. So let's have a look at our mail. Let's go to Inboxkitten, which is a free disposable email service maintained by UIlicious and created by us as well, that allows you to quickly view test emails without needing to log in to the email account. So let's have a look at our popcorn chicken email account. So we have a email message over here, welcome to Uber, and if we click on that, we will see this email message. Okay, so let's do the steps to open up our email. So we'll want to go to the Inboxkitten site, and we still want to keep this page where we have the OTP form. So we'll open the mailbox in a new tab by saying new tab : true. When we use the iGoTo command, this will open the Inboxkitten page on a new tab. And then next we want to, so if we go back up a couple of steps, we want to fill in this one is the email field. We want to fill that in with our username of the inbox that we want to go to. So I.fill email, this would be popcorn chicken, and then we want to click on get mail now to open our inbox. Get mail now. And finally, once we click on get mail now, we want to popcorn chicken. We want to make sure that we have received this email message with the subject welcome to Uber that contains the verification code. So let's do that. I click welcome to Uber. Okay, so let's use another email ID to run this test. Okay, so here we are at the email itself with the verification code. So now what we want to do is we want to grab this code from the email and put it into our 2FA form. So how do we do that? Let's have a look at this email over here and inspect it. So there's a few steps to grabbing this email verification code. First step is that we need to go into the iframe that contains this email message, which is the iframe that has ID message content. So we need to use UI context iframe, with the pound symbol and message content to target the iframe where the ID is equals to message content, and then we want to execute the following steps. The next step is we want to grab the code over here. So how do we grab the code from this this email message? Well, let's have a look at what we can grab from this. So I'm going to switch the context of the debugger tool over here in the console to the iframe. So this is the iframe, and then we are going to grab the body element, and then we want the text content of the body element. So this gives us just simply the text and nothing else in between. All the images, everything is all removed, just only the text content. And we can see over here we have the verification code. If we scroll up, there you go, verification code and 2924. So we don't want any of this white space in between because it's makes it very difficult to scrape the code out. So we want to replace all of the white space with and remove all of it out. So I'm going to use a regular expression over here. This targets the white space with a \s, and we'll use the flex global and ignore casing to remove every single white space across multiple lines, and then we replace it with nothing. So this removes every single white space on the page itself. Now we can see from the result, all of the space is removed, and we can find our verification code here. Now next thing is we want to get the verification code. So to do that, we can use the split function. You can split it by verification code colon, and here we get two arrays. The first value is everything before this phrase over here, verification code colon, and the second item in our array is the code itself in the first four letters followed by everything else be afterwards. So what we want to do next is we want to grab this this first four digits over here. So let's get the second item in the array, and then followed by substring, using the substring function to get the first four characters in front. And there we go. That's how we get the code, script the code from the email, the contents of the email. Okay, so how do we use this inside the test? We are going to use the UI.execute command, which executes plain old JavaScript in the context of the browser over here. So what we can do is we can return whatever that we just typed into the developer console and return it into the test script itself, and we can say variable code, and over here declare the code, and the code shall be equals to the return value of executing this function to grab the verification code from the contents of the email. Okay, so that is that. Let's print this out. That's.log.info code plus code, just to make sure that we have gotten the right code. And then to go back to the test, we need to switch the tab, I.switch tab back to the original tab that has the 12A form, and then followed by we want to start typing in the code itself. Okay, so let's try a different user ID. This time I'm going to change it to popcorn chicken 2 and run this test. Okay, so now we have the completed test, and we can see that over here at step 6, we have gotten the prompt from UberEats to enter the 4-digit code that is sent to our email inbox. We go to our email inbox and we are able to find the welcome to Uber email that is sent to us. We extract the code, which is 3196, from the email into the test, and then switch back to the original tab and then key in the OTP that was sent to us. And finally, here you can see Uber has accepted the code and is processing the login. And that's all.